Hi, I'm David. Welcome to my channel, My Yard Sale. Today I want to just talk about the one thing that I was excited about hearing more information on, at least from the Apple WWDC26 event. Now I'm gonna just say that I have used Apple products for probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years at this point. And by Apple products, I like the ecosystem between the laptop, the phone, the watch, the iPad. I like the way that things work together. And there's not too many complaints that I have. But in this event, this WWDC 26 event, they did address one of the main complaints besides battery, how long does batteries last, and just prices of upgrades. I mean, there are complaints, but the one complaint that I've had that I always felt like they should have put some time and work into is that a long, long time ago, when I switched to Apple, I did use FaceTime. Obviously, I have friends that have Apple products, and it's nice to be able to use FaceTime to call my friends. Not even the not even for video conferencing, but just for calling. FaceTime was very easy. And when they actually integrated FaceTime with the computers and the iPad and even my watch, like if I get a phone call on my if I get a call on my phone, I can, and I don't even know how it works. I'm technical, but I'm not technical on the point where I know how it all works. But it's nice that I can pick up a call on my iPad or my computer that's coming in on my phone. Obviously, my phone is connected to the world. It's nice to be able to pick these things up on on different devices. That is kind of nice. But I always thought that it was like such a pain in the ass that if I wanted to make a call from my iPad or my computer to the world through my phone, I had to use FaceTime, and trying to make a FaceTime call to some local phone call, like you have to set up contacts, you have to do all this other bullshit to like try to make the call. It was difficult. I end up 9 out of 10 times just picking up my phone and using my phone to make the call, which isn't that big of a deal. But you would think with all this integration and talking about how great things are, like I should be able to pick up my computer and make a call to the world without having to use FaceTime or set up the contact or set up all this stuff that you have to set up to make the call. It's easier to just pick up my phone and make the call on my phone. So I am looking forward to hopefully Apple addressing the disconnect between making calls, making you know world calls, from my Apple devices without having to set up, like, to spend 20 minutes setting up contacts and all the other crap you have to do to try to make the call. So that's the one thing that I'm excited to see them roll out. Hopefully they do it right and it's not kludgy like the rest of the crap that they've kind of thrown together and try to make it sound great, but it's not great. So I'm looking forward to getting this phone app on my computer, on my iPad, on my just on my Apple devices, and be able to make a phone call even though it goes over my iPhone. I'm okay with that. I just want to be able to make the call without having to set everything up and have it just be a pain in the ass to do. So that is the only thing that I took away from this whole Apple event that I'm actually looking forward to trying out and testing, and hopefully they do it right and it makes sense. Like, just because they added new icons and took icons that were colors and they wanted to make them clear, glass clear, and try to make it sound exciting, that shit is not exciting. What's exciting is to be able to use things that I currently use easier, better, faster, and make it less difficult. And that is if they integrate the phone app correctly into the rest of my Apple products besides just my Apple phone. So if you found anything like super interesting in the Apple WWDC that I might have missed, I'd be very, very happy if you would post a comment below and let me know, and I'll check it out and let me take a look at it. But yeah, so the only one thing I'm excited about is if they integrate a phone app into the rest of my Apple products besides just the phone app on my iPhone and make it easier to make phone calls outside of using FaceTime, because FaceTime does work, but it is difficult. It's a pain in the ass. That is the one thing that I'm excited about with this whole WWC Apple event. Hopefully they get it straight. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Bye bye.